The dark side of Sigma men and the reasons behind their disappearance in a society that praises the outgoing and socially skillful people who follow the route. The less traveled are frequently misinterpreted, branded as mysterious or disregarded, yet in a society where everyone is expected to fit neatly into boxes, there exists a group of people known as the Sigma males who don't fit any mold. You may have heard these astute remarks. The greatest prison isn't one with iron bars. Rather, it's one made of society's expectations. From the perspective of a Sigma male, disappearing isn't an escape, but rather a liberation, a step into the unknown where the echo of their footsteps fades into the silence of their solitude. For them, it's not just an act of defiance or rebellion. Rather, it's a calculated retreat, a means of conserving energy and shielding their inner serenity from the prying eyes of the outside world. However, there's more to discover, so let's begin with number 8. For Sigma men, loneliness transcends physical isolation and clings to them even when they are surrounded by others. They walk among us, but they are not like us. They feel alienated not by choice but by nature. It's a curse they bear silently, a burden they carry with them every step of their life. Number 7. They disappear when they become overwhelmed. For Sigma males, this constant flow of noise and chaos can suffocate, draining their energy and leaving them feeling defeated when the weight of the world becomes too heavy to bear. We live in a world where we are bombarded by the chaos and noise of the world every day, feeling like an endless battle against the overwhelming tide of expectations, obligations, and responsibilities. The tendency of Sigma males to vanish and withdraw into the recesses of their brains in search of sanctuary and solace is not a sign of weakness, but rather a survival strategy meant to shield them from the never-ending turmoil of frenetic modern life, or the number 6 black hole mode. The black hole mode is a phenomenon that occurs in the world of Sigma males. It describes how Sigma males completely cut someone out of their lives. Just as black holes are thought to erase information from the universe, so too does a Sigma male who cuts connections from a place, person, or group do more than just disappear or move on. Rather, it's as though they completely cut off all connections, as if that person, place, or group of people had never existed. This is the dark side of Sigma male disappearance, which is all about safeguarding their mental health, even though it may appear harsh or expose their dark side. They have to deal with this reality to survive in a world that frequently requires more of them than they are ready to give. 5. They detest it when people tell lies. Like skilled investigators on a mission, Sigma men's authenticity and loyalty are not just preferences. Rather, they are a non-negotiable principle of their lives. They navigate the world with a keen sense of discernment, quickly identifying when something isn't genuine and refusing to be swayed by the sugar-coated words of deceitful tongues as they move through situations where people talk with hidden agendas and half-truths. Male Sigmas frequently find themselves withdrawing into the shadows and vanishing from society's light. This isn't a reaction to weakness, but rather a calculated escape from a game in which dishonesty is the standard. 4th, don't want to respond to any questions. Sigma men are driven by an irrepressible longing for freedom and an insatiable desire to see the wide world without feeling constrained by what society expects of them. For a Sigma guy, the very idea of having to defend or explain their decisions to others is absurd. It's a personal assault when others meddle in their lives. They enjoy spending time by themselves in their own private space, which they guard closely because that's where they recover. They feel happiest when they can relax alone without anyone bothering them. The world is so noisy and curious to interfere in their lives that they prefer to disappear to protect their independence and autonomy. Retreat, refresh their body and souls, find peace, and just be unapologetically themselves without any outside noise. Number 3 recognizes the value of their own and other people's time. For Sigma males, time is more than just a resource. They view it as something precious that they can't afford to lose on pointless activities or things. They are fiercely protective of their time and never waste it on things, people, or activities that don't align with their objectives. Furthermore, they prioritize their time with unparalleled efficiency. They frequently find themselves cut off from the bustling social settings like ships sailing away in the night. This isn't because they're afraid or avoid people. Rather, it's a testament to their unwavering commitment to second, rejecting the notion that pleasing other people entails letting go of the need for approval from others and accepting who you are, regardless of what other people think. It's a common occurrence to find yourself adjusting and changing to fit in with other people when you spend time with them. Sigma males are particularly adept at this, so rather than disappearing into the shadows because they refuse to be tamed, they refuse to be molded into something they're not, and they would rather walk alone than compromise their integrity. You won't find many people who are like them, even if they may vanish from the picture, but they leave behind a legacy of independence and self-reliance. Sigma males frequently disappear because they find it difficult to relate to others who understand them. They feel overpowered by society's expectations and retreat into solitude, finding solace in their solitude. However, this retreat is not without consequences as they fade away unnoticed by a world that fails to recognize their special qualities. It is their dark side, the price they pay for being different. As they retreat from society, they run the risk of being alone in a place where no one can truly comprehend them the way they do others. This harsh reality is mirrored in Albert Schweitzer's statement that occasionally our light goes out but is suddenly blown into flame by a human encounter. For Sigma males, that flame stays elusive and brilliant in the dark, waiting for someone who comprehends the depths of their solitude. That's all for now, folks. We'll see you soon.